Hold on, ó ṣe jẹ́ tí n bá ń ṣe ṣóò ni mo máa ń gòkè bá. Rọ́mì gẹ́dà wò. Sọ ẹ̀dùn mọ́ nínú ìwé. Rich Tiger, Tọ́pẹ́, Unique Pierre, Ọláolúwa, Ọlánìkẹ́, Oyèbọ́lá, Ṣeun Ẹkúndẹ́rẹ́ Àlùkò, Olúèkè. How are you? Morayo Pesida, good evening guys. Ekrol everybody. Afolami Ayodeji, happy weekend. Kate, how are you? Nwokocha, happy weekend. Happy weekend. I didn't even know I was going to come out today. Yesterday was very, very busy and tiring for me. Adebisi, how are you? Obioha, good afternoon. Adetitu, good afternoon. Edward, good afternoon. Queen Esther, I see you. Obioha, I see you. Adiza Umoro, good afternoon. Temitope, I'm resting. I was supposed to rest. I have recouped my energy after eating fried rice and malts. Oceano, spirit me. Oshe, thank you very much for your presence. Good evening, guys. I've rested. Lijoka, yes, we are on YouTube. Oh, yeah, join us on YouTube. We are on YouTube, Lijoka. Good afternoon. Adewale Adeshina, good afternoon. Moshewa Oladoku, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Wasilat, good afternoon. Thank you very much, Eshe. More wins, Eshe. Thank you. Thank you very much. I changed my mind about posting pictures. Raymond Osanyode. Àwọn Molimompi. Where is Molimompi? Àti Bami. Gloria Ebu, where are you? Àwọn tèmi lórí YouTube. Ọlá Ifámátì, good afternoon. Ọmọtọ́lá Ọdẹ́dẹ́pẹ̀. Sweet sis, I see you. Happy weekend, everyone. How are you guys doing? Ṣàlàáfíà la wà o. Ní ìṣe ọkùnrin mo lè jáde lẹ́nu anyway. Mo kàn ní, okay. Since I'm well rested. Becky, how are you? Good afternoon. Yes, we are on YouTube. Angela Nike, thank you. Morayo Paseda, thank you. All right. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. So, good evening, guys. Good evening. Welcome and thank you for joining me. I don't want us to miss this news in case we miss it because I just saw it today too. And because it aligns with most of the things we are doing now on this show. I said, this one must not pass us by. Thank you, Moody Ronke. This one cannot pass us by. Moralake, good afternoon. This one must not pass us by. Inek, how are you? Good evening. Olajumoke Siliola XTY Ola. I don't know how to call your name. XTY Ola Olajumoke. Grace Ajibola, greetings. Oh yeah, àti kíra wa tó ká wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí. So ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káàsán. Good afternoon, good evening. It all depends on the time you are joining us on this channel. So we are streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. But like you all know, in about 30 days time, the one on YouTube, on Facebook will go down. So this is why we are keeping it here. And I keep saying, if you really want to keep up with our show, join us on YouTube. We are streaming for those of you have been Can you see? I'm still yawning. Thank you, review. How are you? Thank you, Olueke. So don't forget to help us to click some like on the video, especially on YouTube. I beg, let it go viral. This is the kind of news. You can say, I do not know they post good news. The bad things going on among us, somebody must be posting it. We cannot be hiding it and be deceiving ourselves. Because somebody was telling me, Auntie, why are you always posting bad news? Oh yeah, post this one. That when our country, things are going somehow with us, we should now be looking, we should be playing on social media. Abi? We should be playing on social media. Ask many people that our people that are in America. They will tell you they don't listen to news. Because from the news, you get to see a lot of things going on. Either you listen to it, you don't listen to it. It does not change the fact that things are happening. If you now don't listen to it, then how do you know what is going on? If you get lost in felicitating, how do you know when dangers are coming until it gets to your doorstep, right? Sorry, I have chosen what I want to do. You can choose your page to start posting celebrities, how they are spending money. You are doing one part, let me do one part. You can start posting how the celebrities are spending money. You can help us to post all the good news coming out. You can start posting how celebrities are doing party, how they are telling us money is water. That is, you are still doing something. Division of labor. You don't expect me to do everything. You know some people, or you can be dancing. There are some people, what they do is to wear ordinary pants and they dance on social media. You can choose to do that one. Good news, no nene. Abi? Is that not good news? It's still good news. After all, that one will make you laugh. And some of you use it to masturbate. You can choose to do that. Or you open social media. If you get my mate as mama, if your mother is like my age mate, you can tell your mother to come to social media and start working for us. That is good news too. I have chosen what I want to do on social media. Allow me to do what I want to do. You don't have to stay on my channel and on my page. And for those of you that are crying about what I said about the actress, like I told you, Esunwekundola, Yeti Mama, welcome, Jerry. Happy weekend. Esunwekundola, I don't have apology for the point I've brought out. I don't have apology for it. Bí ṣe rí ni mo ṣe sọ yẹn. Tẹ́yìn bá rí different way, it's all okay. Bá dé wá lórí burúkú ni yín, olórí burúkú tẹ́ pera yín lẹ jẹ́. Not tèmi. Olórí burúkú ló ń dó lórí burúkú mọ̀, mi ò dẹ̀ ń ṣe olórí burúkú. Mistake ni. Kò yé yín? So whatever you choose to do on social media and whatever channel you want to follow, it's all okay. But I will tell you, the news we watch here, now so when we watch news, we say, So I have chosen what I want to do. I'm not on social media to rub anybody's ego or to play. At my age. So, good evening, everyone. They say this our KBAC. I love God bless America. I repeat, God bless America. I repeat again, God bless America. I posted something about a special assistant to governor of Ondo State, alleged of collecting money from people without doing what he was supposed to do. He promised to help them get visa. And up till now, for the past 2 years, 3 years, visa, they no get. Money, they no get. Now, he's now using police to intimidate those people, allegedly. I reached out to him. He did not say anything. He said he will call me. Up till now, nothing. I have called him today, nothing. I sent message, no reply yet. Now, it is only in Nigeria things like that go on and nobody can fight for the victims. And I can see some of you abusing victims, making them feel stupid. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to say, because that is how you see things. Somebody was saying they should be arresting victims who pay people money to do something, or who fall victims of scamming. Thank you, Olueke. Please help us to click a like. Let me pin your comments. Thank you, Olueke. You know, you can be telling people that they should be arresting victims. Only in Nigeria you do that. If America has been arresting victims, instead of going for the perpetrators, the scammers, the scamming will have come to your table, my table, and the table of many other people. But because America stood up, they are fighting it seriously. Not only America. I was watching one documentary 2-3 days ago. This one is Australia. How they are clamping down seriously on scammers. And you will not believe most of these scammers are traced to Nigeria. We cannot say because we are Nigerians and what we see happening that is bad. You will say they are portraying the name of Nigerian bad. Is it happening or is not happening? That is the cocoa. And I've come to adopt one thing from this country. When you see something, you say something to save others. Now, this our Kabiyesi. How many of you remember his case? Was arrested last year. Meanwhile, his subjects back home in Ipetu, in Nigeria, in the West, they thought he went for vacation. He will soon come back. Until early this year, the news came out that Kabiyesi has been with American authority for COVID-19 fund, that he opened several accounts, several companies to collect money for. He was collecting money, and all the money to the tune of $4 million. And America, I wonder how somebody would think you want to come and scam in this country and go scot-free. It's nearly impossible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's nearly impossible, especially when you have to steal from the government. Some days ago, about 3 Nigerians were sent back for criminal offenses, and they say about 3,000 are still expected to be deported back home. And you want us to keep quiet? We are all Nigerians. When they ask once you mention Nigeria, the first thing that comes to the foreigners' mind is scammers. That is the first word that comes into people's brain. Scammers. They don't even want to know who you are. And for the fact that we are all Nigerians, you cannot tell us to stop talking about it. And I wonder how somebody will come to this kind of country where data are kept, informations, trailing, things are linked to each other, and you think you want to scam them and go scot-free, especially scamming the government. Especially scamming the government. Somebody is so greedy to the extent he scammed government of $4 million. And because back home in Nigeria, he was doing charity. And I always say, if you want to steal, and the people you are stealing from will still clap for you, just do small charity for them. You will see the same people you are stealing from in Nigeria, among Nigerians, they will still be the one to clap for you and say you are doing well. They will say you are a good person. And when somebody wants to point it out and say, no, something is not right here, they will come for that person and tell you that person is a bitter leaf. That is how warped our mind have become. When Joseph, I don't care whether Chinese or Indians are the leaders. Let's talk about ourselves. Leave Indians for their problem. Leave Chinese for their problem. Chinese will not come and be talking about Nigerians. Chinese will look out for their own. They will fight for their own. They will redeem their own name. They won't come and redeem Nigerian name for Nigerians. Anybody that will come and be making an excuse and say Nigerians are not the only one, that means probably you are part of them or you are enjoying from it. Let's face all these things ourselves, because most of these people cannot scam foreigners anymore. They are now scamming us now. They are scamming us as people now. Look at what is going on. Estate scamming, investment scamming, visa scamming. Do you know how many visa scamming that we have among us. Few days ago, they sent me a video where some Nigerians in UK where some Nigerians in UK got the names of COS scammers who are Nigerians. In fact, there was one of them that one of those people that they put their picture out. One of them was they were a couple. They are a couple, and they say they have business back in Nigeria. And these are the people that will celebrate in the society. These are the people that when they start spending money, spraying money to musician or doing party, we will respect them and be clapping for them. So this KBC scammed America of COVID-19 fund to the tune of $4 million, opening different. I'm going to leave the line open because I want you guys to contribute and put out your opinion. So I'm going to be stopping very soon. Temi Tokpe Jotoba wan bi ọkọ mi bá mi help me to put out the number to call in to contribute. Táwọn èèyàn máa fi contribute, help me to put it online so I can pin it. This KBC, after scamming America, like I said, went back to Nigeria. And when he came into America, he was arrested. When they arrest him, they put out all his offenses before him. Of course, he couldn't deny. You know why? America has datas. America has link, information. They trace everything. Oshe, thank you, darling. Oshe Okomi, thank you. So you cannot just come and just go, carry what does not belong to you and just carry it like that. So precisely on the 5th of May, the latest is that this KBC, Ipetu of Ipetu Modu in Osun State. In Osun State. At the time of his arrest, when they arrested him, they traced a lot of things to him. The houses he has bought from the proceeds and everything. And of course, most of them always think they are smart. I'm fine. When they are buying all this property, they will now start using their wife's name, their children's name. They always think they are smart. And because America is smarter, whatever you are doing, you are transferring money from one place to the other. They are monitoring the transfer. The monitoring of the transfer is to see where that money is going, for what purpose. You think you are smart, right? People will deposit money into your account, or you scam people and collect that money into your account. And you think that money is, they are not looking at where that money is going from one point to the other. So this KBC bought houses in America. He has money in his account. Of course, probably the rest, they don't know where the rest is. But after everything, he agreed to a plea bargain. Plea bargain is, I am going to mention many other people that are doing this kind of a thing. I'm going to mention many other people that we did this thing together so that they can get everybody arrested. Plea bargain is, I'm ready to forfeit some of the things I collected. I'm ready to mention what I used the money to do so that they can reduce his years in prison. So, Ade Kabiyesi, that crown, one man sọ wípé, in my Yoruba adage, they will tell you, a crown does not sleep outside. Now we know a crown. Most of these proverbs, proverb or whatever you call it, that they tell us, they are nonsense proverb. They will tell us, Ori Ade ki sunta. Today we know that Ori Ade is going to sleep inside prison. He was locked up in prison and left on bail. And they said he cannot step out of America. Remember, it was not only him, it was him and one pastor. But of course, many other people. Because they said he opened account for people other people to collect that fund. He was collecting commission. Ẹ má gbàgbé o. Don't forget. He opened accounts. You know, he was telling people, I can help you. Come. I will help you to open accounts and do the papers for them to collect fund. Sherry, to be greedy in this country, in this life, can end your and finish all your reputation and career. You know why? I remember when they were collecting this money, somebody called me and said, one man back COVID fund. I said, for what? He said, for business owners. I should go and register a business. I said, no, I don't want to register business. I said, so I will register business now and go and collect money. And you think these people are not smart. They won't look at the time you register that business. They will look at the time you register the business, the dates, Abi, and you will now collect. No, they are only giving to existing business owners, not newly registered. But greed will not make many people to think about this thing. You see, this KBSC is not the only one that will go down. Oh. Everybody that you open account for, they are going down together. Maybe they have not arrested them, but they are coming for them. So when KBSC share account to fund and help you to collect money, be ready. You are all going down. Shele greedy ni. Shele greedy ni. You are all going down. Te bá ti lo kí ló ń pè ìtẹ́lọ́rùn. Of course, we all know that COVID time was tough for everybody. But greed made many to go into what they are not supposed to go to. This KBSC entered deal per bargain with the US government and say only God knows the bargain they reached. They may not reveal it. But one of the things they always do is so that they can reduce his jail term that is going to be in the prison. Now, not only that, they now started tracing forfeiture of his property, and the court granted them to take all the properties he bought. Now, some of those property he bought in the wife's name. Now, so Anerica say they don't care. As long as this is your wife, the property is linked to her. That means, of course, they will have traced where that money from one point to the other, who transferred the money. So it doesn't matter the name. You can make yourself the primary buyer and make somebody else the secondary buyer. As long as your name is linked to that property, they will collect. So as it is, his properties are being collected as it is. So they said in his preliminary order of forfeiture ruling, the Mr. Boyko, that is the judge, approved the forfeiture of several assets belonging to Mr. Oloyede, including a property located in Medina County, Ohio, which was purchased by the defendant around May 2021 under the wife's name, Sherry Oloyede. Despite Ms. Oloyede being a third-party claimant to the property, Shetibo, I have not even read this part. So she's not the direct owner. Her name is involved in that property. As long as the name of that person, and that is why there was a day one lady called me, and I think I have to put this out there for people who are new in the country. One lady, she's new in the country. I think she said she was just 2 or 3 years in the country. That's the lady that used to help me to make my braid. So she said, Mommy, please, I want to ask you for something. She said somebody wants to buy a property. She wants to buy a property. And because she doesn't have enough, and I think there are some things to be looked at. Your years of credit that you have used to build your credit and all that. She has the cash. So one guy now volunteered and said he is going to put his documents down to buy the property. I hope I'm getting it right. I said, whose name is going to be there? He said the guy's name. I said, the guy's name. Is the property going to belong to the guy? She said, no, but his name is going to be there. I now said, I hope I'm getting this thing right. No, now the story is, I got it wrong. The story is that the guy has a very bad credit. He has a very bad credit. He wants to buy property. He now wants to use the girl's credits to buy the property. Yes, that is the story. He now wants to use the girl's credits to buy the property. And now said he wants to use your credit to buy property as his wife or what? The lady said, no, the guy is married. I said, why can't he use his wife's credit to buy the property? He said the wife's property credit too is bad. I said, you are not okay. Somebody that the credit is bad, his own is bad, the wife is bad. They now want to use your own credit to buy the property. I said, now, if they don't pay, what is going to happen? I said, do you know the effect it's going to have on your own credits? I said, to even rent a place will be very tough for you. You better don't try that rubbish. She said, I said, don't try it. Don't. He said, we are from the same country. He's a nice man. I said, no, you don't know him. He's not nice. If he is nice, he will not come and tell you this rubbish. He's not nice. I said, they want to destroy you because they know you are hardworking. You are financially okay. Because when trouble comes, you will carry your money to sort it out. I said, don't ever try it. She's a very young lady. She's very new in the country. She doesn't know much. So I told her, don't ever try it. So there is a way things are linked up in this country. Your social security is there. They don't even need your name. They don't need you to give them any information. Or they don't need your social security sometimes. All they need is your full name and where you have lived. Once they do everything about you will come out. Where you have been living, where you have lived, the places you have gone in your life, in and out of this country, except you don't use your card. Either bank card, your driving license, your social security card, and what else? Yes, those three major things, except you don't use it. If you use it, no hiding place for you. So I wonder why people will come into this country and say, they just want to do something and they will go scot-free. These are the kind of people, when this kind of Kabiyesi, if he has not been caught now, he will go back to Nigeria. After forfeiting all the things they are collecting, the properties, the money in the bank and everything, he's still going to do his jail time. The deal bargain is just that they will reduce the jail time. Maybe if he was to be given 30 years, they will reduce it to 20 years for him. So it's not as if he's not going to do jail time. But they have reached a deal bargain with him to kind of tell them the things he has done, or if they can get some things. And also, people he has done this business with. Let me give you another scenario, practical scenario of one that I know. Yeah, plea bargain. There was this guy, he's in jail now. Many of you will know him if I mention his name. He was arrested. No, he was not the one that was arrested. One of his friends was arrested for fraud. They now enter plea bargain with the guy. Instead of giving him 10 years, they decided if you could cooperate with them, tell them as many people that are into that business that he knows, or that they have done business together, that he can say this one. They need some link, some hints, because they want to curb as many bad people as possible. And lo and behold, he mentioned names. By the time they will swoop off on all of them, they are in jail as I'm talking now. And I like that. And I will say, God bless America once again. God bless America. God bless America. We will not stop saying God bless America. You know why? This kind of Kabiyesi, if this case had happened in Nigeria, many Nigerians will say it is a political fight. they will say it's people that is fighting, that they are dragging these two together, that are trying to blackmail him, spoil his name. In fact, many narratives will have come out concerning the case. By now, this Kabiyesi will have granted press release and press statements and put his agbada this way and put it and say they are his opponents, his rivals that are trying to spoil his name. Or he will have used the law to arrest anybody that want to talk about this case. Now, it's so unfortunate, so sad that people that are supposed to be that are supposed to be role models when this kind of Kabiyesi are now found in this kind of a thing. And it's why, this is why I look at people. When people will tell you, I bought this gold, $50,000, and you will be clapping for them. Irú iṣẹ́ wo náà ń ṣe tó fi ra gold $50,000 lẹ́ẹ̀kan? Irú iṣẹ́ wo náà ń ṣe tí wọ́n fi ra gold tó wọ́n? And that is why when they are fighting about gold, they cannot go to police. If the work of your hands are clean, anybody do anything to you here in America, go to the police. I saw a lady who advertised them gold, who sells gold. She said somebody bought gold from her and refused to pay the money. Because the lady her conscience is clear. It's a hard work. Okere otobi. Boyo wan shara robo ni o, I don't know. Maybe after selling, she gets commission from the wholesaler. She went to the police. She arrested the person and got their money back here in America. And the lady said, she did a video. She said, look, if you are sure of what you are doing, anybody try to scam you in this country, go and arrest them. You will get your money back. It's when your hand is not clean. Somebody will scam you. You will say, I leave it to God. Leave what to God. Take them to court. You won't even pay shishi for the lawyer. They will get you lawyer free of charge. It's in our own country, when people talk about this thing, they will say, this woman is bitter. This woman will never speak of anything good, because I hate injustice and I hate scammers with passion. You know why? People who scam people are very deadly. If you see documentary of scammers, you will know all they care about is themselves. They are very selfish. They don't care if the person they did the thing to fall down and buy kokonwon. They don't care. And the wife of this Oba, I'm sure people are worshiping her. From the way, maybe the house they will be living here in America, nobody will ask, what type of job are they doing to be able to afford this kind of house? Nobody will question them. Nobody will ask, how much do they earn? When they go to parties, they will be the light of the party. They will be everybody will move back while they are spending money, and people will be worshiping them. Ogbedani. Opo fun waris. That those ones. Money na water. Anybody working legitimately will never tell you money na water, because money is not water. Money is very heavy. It's not something to come by easily. It takes work to get money. But Nigeria's slogan will tell you money na water, and celebrate evil, celebrate armed robbers, celebrate scammers, celebrate white powder pushers, celebrate people who are kidnapping and selling organs. And they will tell you money na water. Somebody says, so they have to elect another Oba now. The people of the state, of the community, are still living in denial. They say their Oba is coming back, like Jesus is coming back. They are living in denial. They don't believe their Kabiyesi did what they are saying he did. They believe the guy went for holiday and is coming back. Unfortunately, okay, Ade Phillips, that's what I'm about to say. Some have used the money to build properties in Nigeria, thinking the debt will be forgiven. Surprise, surprise. Awoof dey run belle. Wọ́n máa tún kábíyèsí dé Naija. Àìfi wọ́n lẹ̀. Ṣebí America ni. But I won't be surprised after kábíyèsí service time here in America. If he gets to Nigeria and they roll out a drum for him, and they start singing, Káàbọ̀, ṣé dáadáa ló dé, Olú Ìpẹ́tù, Káàbọ̀, ṣé dáadáa ló dé. I will not be surprised the day we return back to Nigeria after serving his term, if they have a party for him from the airport to welcome him back home. Káàbọ̀, ọmọ Nigeria rere. And they will celebrate him, and they will say it's the work of the enemy. Thank God for social media exposing all this kind of a thing. If you want to call in, like I said, I won't talk too much. Kábíyèsí is going to jail. So as after everything, he's still going to serve the jail term after they collected all they need to collect. Oh, mo ti rántí. Auntie, if you are watching me, mo ti rí picture tẹ́ saying, yes, I remember your face. They will celebrate him like we celebrate all these people without asking questions. Me, I have always said, I will always question things. Hello? 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 Yes, you want to contribute?
Yes, I want to contribute.
Go on.
Thank you for bringing up this case. During the COVID time, a lot of people were getting money.
Yes.
Like, people were really opening business and they were getting money, a lot of money. I could remember that time somebody called me and said, why will you not get this money? Why will you? No, she called me. She said, oh, did you get the money? I said, no, I don't need it. She said, why will you say, oh, you don't need money? I've never seen somebody that said, I don't need money. I said, I don't need money because I know after
America.
COVID, you're going to pay the money back.
This is America.
You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And that money that you collect, you're gonna pay the interest. You understand? And we see a lot of people that got the money and just squander the money. A lot of people did a lot of things. They were flexing.
Hey.
You know, a lot of people were flexing that time because it was a free money. Because then America was in serious distress, so they were just bringing the money out. The problem during that COVID is what America is still facing till now. And I bet you America they're not gonna forgive anybody.
Yep. Especially with this man.
Yes, because that COVID period is really affecting America, and we all the innocent ones, we are even paying for it. In America. That lady was really abusing me. You're going to get the money, and you pay for 30 years. Imagine you are 50 years old and you are paying another money for 30 years. Where will you get that energy to pay that money back? With the bills you have at hand. But our people don't have brain. They just see money, they get the money. It's not wofa. And you can imagine, it's not wofa.
It's taxpayers' money. That's what we are paying for now. Like you said, it's not wofa. It's not free money.
We are all paying the money now. All of us. Look at the interest rates. Look at everything. Food is expensive. Yeah. Everything is expensive. Even cars, they are expensive.
And it's still going to be more expensive.
You can imagine our greed, where our greed is leading us to. And it's not even among Nigerian communities. It's because we are Nigerians. That's why we could remember, we could get this. A lot of people are going to jail every day.
Yes.
People are and jail is still going to full.
Yeah.
The things everybody use that money to get, they're going to get it back from you. If you don't pay money, they're going to garnish your social security. If you file tax, they're going to garnish your money. If you have any dollar in your account, they're going to garnish it. So our people should just be prepared for anything that's going to happen to them. Because you can, America, you're going to pay that money back.
Yep.
Anyway, you're going to pay the money back. America don't give free money. Any money you get, you're going to pay it back. Anybody, anyway, there is no war for America. You're going to pay it back. And please tell our people, we shouldn't be greedy. Greed is leading us to this. I want to have this. I want to have this. I want them to see me. That I'm not big. You are not big. You're only living on credit. Stop it. We are according to our sizes. We know what we are doing. We can as well go and do what you guys are doing. But we say we don't want to because we only have one Emmy. We don't have two. We don't have two. You collect money and you be flexing. They are working too, but they are living on credit. And legit job. They are not worth it. You can imagine this kind of Oba. All about it's even this disgrace to our Yobago. Always they are smart. They are in this country.
Is even Yoruba gone back to
and our leaders are the ones that are supposed to think that the one that is messing up our names because of greed. You want to go in front of Olori, tell man, no, what big money. The money we did not work for.
And all they use it for is party to flex, to oppress.
You see them every weekend. Mama, they will spray. And even people, even back in Nigeria and here in abroad, everybody, I want you, please. We should just sit down and think. Even if you sit down, another 3 years, another 4 years. How many years is COVID? You're gonna pay that money.
Why you
family? They're gonna pick a lot of people. That time, don't get that money. They gave me that money too. I zeroed it because I don't want it.
They say even UK is not giving anyone soft landing safe too.
Anywhere in the world, it's not easy now. All this money everybody collected that time.
Hey,
people that have that money still have it, just go and return their money.
Why not very return it? But not very. The money they spend.
Don't spend it. You can imagine. And imagine even taking that money and take that money to Nigeria. Look at the currency now. COVID period money was 400 naira. Now,
1,640 as of today.
And that time during the COVID, money was 400 naira. 500 naira. You can imagine. Can you even all of those things that use that COVID money to buy? Can you sell that thing and bring that money back here and make that same money? No, it's lose. Now imagine the problem you're going to get into, like for every problem for yourself, for your family, for your children, for your husband, for your wife, and
Yes,
even your family back home.
The children, your children facing this shame.
It's a long thing, please. It's a long thing. Our parents did not mess up this name.
Parents, no one boruko, and won't for months. Even the parents that are spoiling the name.
Even this
what type of name are you leaving for your children? At what age?
Because our parents they keep that name good.
Hi.
Okay, look at it now. Upcoming people don't want the family one. What nonsense is that?
Ben. Abiola was the Orogun. Okay. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yes, I remember.
How many people has Abiola's money?
Then.
How many people has Abiola's money? Now Abiola's money gone. What time you going with Abiola? Abiola. If this money doesn't go forever, you have limited time to spend money. The little we have, we should be content with it. Contentment is the key. Please, our Yoruba Nigerians. Thank you.
Greed. When the line is open if you want to call in to contribute. It's so shameful that a royal father is found in this kind of a thing. What is he going to tell the younger ones? What name is he leaving for his children? If you call, I miss your number, your call, I'll call back. I'll call you back. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, you say the COVID money. Let me break down. I have a son who is an accountant here sitting by me. He works with the government.
Okay.
You say the COVID money. The individuals that got the money on their own personal names. You understand? There's forgiveness for them. It's on your social security. The insurance will pay that back to the government. You know, a lot of people didn't work.
Yes.
And some people couldn't pay their mortgages and everything. It's just like a substitution for, working and you being able to pay your bills.
Yes.
You said the people they are arresting, they will go and gather people's name unknowingly to the owners of the names and social security.
What?
They will gather like hundreds of names, bogus names. Some of them are dead. You understand? They will gather bogus social security, forms of social security, and apply for the loan. Then they get in tunes of $2 million, $3 million. They are not looking for the small fishes that get 18,000, 30,000, 20,000 because it's on your name. The insurance is going to write that off. That's why they told them to do forgiveness. You understand? They do forgiveness. But anything that is above 100,000, you see the people that they are giving the lump sum, the bigger amounts to, are the ones that have restaurants.
Yes.
Businesses. You understand? That they register their businesses and they will visit the scene without you knowing. Do some inspection to know that business exists.
It still exists.
Yes. But if that business does not exist, they will notice it.
They will start looking for the person.
They will be looking for the person. And some people that collected on behalf of people that don't even know that they collected some money on their behalf, they will contest it and they'll say, come on, who got money on these people's name? They will look for it. They will trace it back. You understand? If you collect individually on your own name and you go to work, and that during COVID time, you did not work, even if you do just like the medical personnel, you understand? They still go to work. Some of them contacted COVID along the line. They stopped working. So if they collect that money, it is okay for them. Because that period of time, they did not work. They have mortgages to pay. And if you don't collect and you deferred your mortgage, the mortgage company will still charge you interest and you still pay back at a later date. You understand what I mean? But if you collect on your own name, and they can trace your social security that it belongs to you and nobody contested it, they are not coming after you. But the people they are coming after are the people that collected.
But you know the loan is not free, according to what I heard. You can only that the amounts they are paying back is very little. It's not free.
Auntie Adoni, if you do forgiveness, I am telling you, there's something that is called forgiveness. This forgiveness, the insurance will pay.
Before you can do forgiveness, that means you have issues. You are bankrupt or something.
During COVID, you couldn't come up with it. You couldn't come up with the money. You collected the money during COVID, but you cannot pay back.
Are you not working? That is if the person is not working, right?
The person is not working.
That's a different. All about the people that are working. The people that are working have to pay it back. I know somebody who collected and said she's paying back. Yeah.
The people that have job and didn't do forgiveness will pay back. But if you
can't do forgiveness if you are working now. It's when you are not working you can ask for forgiveness.
Auntie Adoni, let me tell you, insurance company, if you know people that work in insurance company, there's a lot of things going on in America in the insurance section. Those money that they use for election, like campaign money, your own personal campaign money. You have the right to ensure, like, okay, if you do campaign funds, you can't touch campaign fund. That belongs to the party. You understand? But if you use your own personal money to contest and you lost, before then, you have to insure your money with an insurance company that, okay, I want to contest in my constituency. I want to spend 50 million for this election, for campaign. You understand?
Okay.
If I lose, can you understand me? If I lose, I want my money back.
Okay.
So that 50 million, you have to pay, what is it called? What is this insurance? The premium. You understand? You pay premium on the 50 million. You understand? If you lose, the insurance company
That's
will
a
pay you
different
back.
case now. That's a different
I'm
case.
telling you the same thing. I'm telling you that there's so many things going on. You see, Sherry Atadoni, maybe I should call you personally. You see some forgiveness, some companies that is issuing out the money to. I want to fair jolly. Well, one fair jolly is such a way to just pay one man free social security that they can back it up. Pay okay, they can follow yearly. And when they investigate the person they gave the money to, and it's genuine, it's okay. But those people, those obas that got like 4 million, 3 million, 5 million.
Of course, eyes will be on more of such people. It doesn't mean even people with lower amounts, they will not be scrutinized them too, especially with this dispensation that we have.
Those are the ones they are coming after.
Not only them, I think they will go after the smaller ones too.
My problem is Nigerians. We like freebies. I know lunch is free in America.
Now you are talking. How can you say they will forgive and leave some money for them? There is no free money anywhere. No. Except you can justify.
If it's on your name, if it's on your name, you can tell them, this is America. You have the right to owe
I'm not saying they cannot forgive, Auntie. I said before they can be forgiven. That means they don't have a job anymore. You cannot have job and tell me you can't pay back. Remember, wherever they are working, even while you are working, During
COVID,
and we are not talking of during COVID. COVID is in law. After Auntie, hold up, nkoten so fe ye mi, boye mi ni mo de wa confused. O gba owó, ẹni sùúrù Auntie, ẹni sùúrù, mo mọ̀ pé owó COVID no gba. Oba gba owó COVID, he collected COVID money, not for himself alone, for many other people too. He was collecting commission. Yes. Auntie, look at story here, Dada.
Oba was collecting commission, and they even applied for some people that did not collect money. Unknowingly.
Agreed.
You understand?
But most of the money, he collected it. He was now still helping people to do the application. So people who don't know how to do the application, he was helping them with the application. As they collect, he will collect his own commission back from the money. So I don't know what the ratio of the commission is. He was collecting commission. He collected under his own company's name, 5 companies. Nikabi Esishi.
That is fraud now. Auntie, that is fraud. Oba committed fraud.
That is in what we are saying. But to now tell me, Auntie, to now tell me, but those are the only people they are looking after. No. Even the smaller amounts, as long as you have a job, they gave the money. It is called a loan. It is not free. The free one they wanted to give was what they were giving that time. But it wasn't 1,200 per person that they were giving. After that, immediately after COVID, they gave people money to go and start their business back. That means, for example, you mentioned somebody that has a restaurant. I have a restaurant, I collect money. That money, I have to go and use that money to start my restaurant back. Show you any?
No, they will ask for your staff's name. Your staff that are working under you.
Auntie, apart from that, the lump sum they were being given was to start their business back. Of course, one is staff, one is...
And they have to pay their staffs too. Auntie, you don't understand it. They have to pay the staffs that were working under them, that were out of job during COVID. If those staff too collect another money, besides the one the government paid the owner to pay the staff, you understand what I mean? Like I have a restaurant now. I have 10 staffs. You know, my staffs were laid off during COVID, Abby.
Benny.
So the government will give me money I will write their names and their social security number. That these are the people that were working for me, but they couldn't come to work due to the pandemic.
Auntie, all this will be incorporated in the loan you will be giving.
Yes.
Yes, it is not as if they are giving your workers loan. No,
Auntie, I have to pay my workers.
Auntie, that's a different case. That's a different case. Paying your worker everything is incorporated into the lump sum you are giving.
And if those workers to go and apply again, then they will know their social security now came up again. After they have given me money to pay them.
Okay, they are still coming to apply too.
Fund.
Okay.
If they apply again, then the social security will pop out twice. So they will come after me.
The bottom line, I'm not arguing all that, Auntie. I want to argue the fact that you said some people can ask for forgiveness. No, forgiveness.
No, but they will still investigate you. They will still investigate you. That you did not work at all during COVID. Then you'll be forgiven. But if you are working during COVID and you still collected the money, they are coming after you.
Shema, Auntie. Emma, you floor Jeju. Thank you, ma. So you eventually came back to what I'm saying. So that if you are working, there's nothing like doing forgiveness, so you are paying that money back. The only thing that will make you not to pay is stop working. Then that means you are filed for bankruptcy. You don't have work to pay the money back. But to say you will collect, you are working, you will now not pay them. Hello?
Hello, Auntie. Good evening, ma.
Good evening, love.
Good evening, ma. Auntie, me, I don't know. Maybe your system in America is different for COVID loan.
Why do you say so?
I'm saying it because based on what the previous caller was saying.
Okay.
You see, in the UK, they gave COVID grants to businesses.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what then happened was a lot of people, just like they did in America, a lot of people went and started opening businesses. Registering businesses. Okay.
Fresh business, so
yes,
that was not existing before COVID.
Brand new businesses. In short, some people, they didn't just open brand new businesses. Business that they have abandoned. They even teamed up together here in the soil of United Kingdom. People teamed up together. They were coming as a group to open business, okay? And they were claiming COVID money. And the whole idea behind it, I don't know how it was done in America, but in the UK, the whole idea of giving businesses loan was because businesses were the ones that were badly
affected. Yes,
they were the ones that were badly impacted by COVID because nothing was working at the time. So they were given that loan, and they were told they will have to pay it back at a certain period of time. But even the interest rate that they got is not the same as a normal interest rate. Okay? And the whole idea behind the loan was so that they could meet their overhead costs, the overhead and running costs of their businesses. Now, just like in America, there were a lot of our Nigerians, or a lot of our Africans generally, other people, other ethnicity did it, but let us focus on Nigeria.
On our own, yes.
Okay? A lot of our Nigerians, Auntie, you don't even want to see what our people were doing. Okay? Only differ from even the COS visa. Because people are screaming, UK is doing something about immigration. Until you don't want to see what people did. You know the COS visa? People went and opened agencies, brand new agencies, so that they can do COS. You sure that one is a different story entirely.
Please tell us.
Okay? A lot of people. So you see with the COS, Auntie, you know where I work. You understand? You know, there was a high... So when... Because of COVID, right? There was a decline in the working population in the UK. Okay? So what the UK government now did was, instead, you know, normally to get a UK visa is not easy.
Yeah.
But the UK government decided we want to attract foreign workers into the care sector. Not just care, just general medical sector. You understand? This has always happened, but they never relaxed this as much for carers. Okay, COS has always been. It's not anything new. The doctors and the nurses, you know, the medical professionals, they've always come with COS. So COS is nothing new. But COS became popular to our people because they brought it down. They allowed carers to come in. And I think, guess what our people did? Because on
Benny.
you understand? Our people now started opening care agencies. In short, care agencies that does not exist, they started opening it. At Abele care agency, they were opening it. And in return, so for you to get the COS visa, because the government wanted to attract foreign workers, which was actually meant to work in the favor of immigration, what people now started doing was, the government. So what the government did in their part was, instead of people paying a very expensive visa fee, they subsidized the visa fee through the social care partnership funding. So it's a multi-agency funding, okay? Whereby if you own a care agency or you own a care company, instead of your employers paying such a huge amount, the administrative charge of visa application, the government waived it.
For them.
Social work and NHS took charge. It came out of our budgets, okay? So all that anybody applying for COS visa, all they need to do is just secure a job of either 40 hours or 20 hours and pay a bare minimum visa fee to come into the UK. In return, employers, they have to just pay just a token to get that certificate, okay? And in return, they get the certificate. They pay, I think it was about, is it 25 or 30 pounds? That was what they needed to get the certificate, okay? Now, after then, they were now told, so as an employer, if you are bringing a foreigner, there is no way that you bring a foreign worker. You know how they used to do in the oil company in those days, in Nigeria, where if a foreign staff comes, like an expatriate, comes from abroad, you have to provide accommodation. You understand? So employers were told they have to provide 3 months accommodation for their foreign worker. But guess what? Because our people are our people, they started exploiting.
You see?
Okay? They were now charging 5,000.
Some 8,000. Remember one case that they brought that we discussed? 8,000.
They charge 5,000. They charge 8. They charge 20. What initial amount was what they charged? Okay?
Some 10,000, some 12,000.
Guess how much is the visa?
How much?
The visa, the official fee of the visa was £342.
Come again.
That's the official fee. £342.
So where's the rest money going to?
The pocket of the greedy gods. Okay? All this information is not hidden. Auntie, people should type homeoffice.gov.uk. That's all they need to do.
342
pounds. That was what
is all they need to pay.
Yes. Even there, Auntie, even for carers, right? Normally, if you are coming to the UK, you have to pay health subcharge. Like you have to pay for your health. Okay? But because the government wanted to attract foreign workers, particularly carers, okay, they waived the health subcharge. Okay? So there was no need for, you see those 1,000 that people are saying they paid. There was no need for any 1,000 to be paid. The employer, until I manage a budget, and I can tell you for free, all of this, because they just come to us and say, oh, these are the amount of people they get. And we then waive it. So these care agencies or care companies, they tell social service or NHS, it's done through a partnership system. And they just tell people, these are many staff we have gotten. And they give them a blank, they give them a blank care certificates. Okay? But our people, because only Niwa, and I hate to say it, but that's the truth, they started exploiting. That's why you hear people, they say they collect 5,000. Then I see, as if that one was not even enough. After bringing this, before the COS, before they started bringing carers, during COVID, until you won't believe, our own people, our agencies that employ carers, during COVID, the government gave every frontline staffs, including carers, they were given what we call the COVID grants. Okay? So if you work during the time of the national lockdown, not after the lockdown, if you work during the lockdown, you get £500. Auntie, do you want to believe? Our Nigerian employers, they collected this money on behalf of their staffs. Okay? So it's £500 per person.
Okay.
Okay? So say for instance, during the lockdown, you know when they had the national lockdown, nobody could go anywhere. Okay? Now, if I say for instance, I have a care agency and I have 20 staff working under me, and they all worked during that lockdown, each of them will get 500
So
pounds.
that's 500 times 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Each of them will get it. And guess what? Agencies, Nigerians by themselves, they collected money on behalf of their staffs and did not give their staff 1p. It's free money. The government gave them as thank you for working during lockdown.
This period.
Okay?
Like they were celebrating them here too as heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even me that I'm talking to you, we got the money, but they taxed us. But carers were given the money without tax. Okay? But the rest of us, we got the money with taxed. But carers were exempted from the tax. Our people our people that owned companies, that owned care companies and agencies.
Even with all government, we still give them. And when you're not greedy,
they collected. Then back to the COS. Now they pack people and come in. If I talk about your wallet, and do you know they didn't have jobs for these people? You know what they now started doing? Our social workers, our Nigerian social workers, Nigerian nurses, Nigerian health practitioners within the system, they collaborated with their fellow only outside to get agencies. They set up agencies. Olobi, that panorama that was playing, I don't know if you've seen the panorama and see, I will send it to you.
Okay.
Where a medical doctor was negotiating. If you give me the package of care, I will give you 22,000 for every package of care. So basically, the package of care is, you know, when someone is discharged from the hospital, okay?
After care.
So like that package that decides what the person, the care that the person needs.
Yeah.
Over here, we call it package of care, okay? So our own people within the system, within social work, within medical, we are doctors, you know, those kind of things, you know, the real professionals. They were bringing a package of care and they were selling it for 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 per package of care. Okay? And of course, exploitation started. Olobi, that poster that you are seeing people putting poster of people, these are the people that scammed us.
Yes, that video going viral. We can post. I still have it, but I saw it some other places.
You see those people that collected the money from those people that scammed the carers that they brought to the UK. Those ones are like the bottom of the ladder. Until you don't want to know how much doctors, Nigerian nurses, Nigerian social workers, you don't want to know what they were charging. Okay? You don't want to know what they were charging just for package of care. And all of this came
you
to
see
the
how we
attention
block avenues for others.
And see, all of this then came to the attention of the system. And see, I can tell you for free. I don't know if I told you at a point. There was a particular, when one of the local authority, a Nigerian and a Zimbabwean, they opened a care company, a bogus care company. They collected 10,000 pounds per person. Each of them paid 10,000. So that's 20,000 for husband and wife and their children. When they brought them to the UK, this one is not somebody told me. I was on duty when we went to go and rescue the family. Do you know what they did? They packed 20 adults and 14 children. They packed them in 3-bedroom house, in 3-bedroom flats. Okay? There was no shift, though. There was no job, nothing. And as soon as they brought them to the UK, but as those ones landed in the UK, guess what those guys did? The owners of that agency, the people that brought them in, went and deregistered their company. And they did Akin Babadudu. They went back to the Nigerian went back to Nigeria, the Zimbabwean went back to Zimbabwe. That person is actually into real estate as I speak to you. Okay?
Wait, so they abandoned those people there and left after collecting.
Yes, local authority then had to now employ these people as carers. So remember, Auntie, the local authority have already paid. Remember, it's a social care partnership. They've already paid for these people to come in. They've already paid the administrative charges.
Yes.
You understand? So it's now a burden. These people then came. So local authorities now having to look for accommodation for these people. They are now forced to employ them. So a lot of our people like that, Auntie. Auntie, there are a lot of our people that they are stranded. They came in, what's the name? The care agency or whoever that brought them into the country. They put them on, they remove shock absorber from their leg. And then NHS and local authorities are now forced to employ them. What that then means is the original budget. Remember, these local authorities and NHS, they'd already paid for these people to come in through their employers.
Yes.
Okay? So it now put a strain on the budget because NHS did not plan to employ these people. Like the ones that the 20 adults that I'm talking about.
Abajo, Tony, no more visa.
The local authority, and I think that is a snippet.
No wonder they say there's no more visa.
Snippet.
Ah.
Okay? That is a snippet. And guess what they now did? After all said and done, and there are also some people that came in. Instead of them, okay, they came on COS visa, then they now decide, me, I cannot be doing this kind of job. I will go and do asylum. Guess what, Auntie? We also then have Nigerian immigration lawyers who collect money. When I say money, I'm not talking of 5,000. I'm not talking of 6,000 pounds. They collect money from these COS people, and they will tell them, "Don't worry, we'll teach you how to claim asylum in UK of our country."
Those people are stupid. Anybody that comes with a different something into a country and you now want to claim asylum, it shows you are not normal.
Auntie,
they have everything documented now.
Auntie,
from when you went to attend visa for visa application till when you enter and everything. So how do you want to go and claim asylum?
Students were coming into UK. Then they will go and open GoFundMe. They will go and open GoFundMe and be soliciting for school fees. Meanwhile, they showed that they could pay their fees. Then when they don't get the money, guess what they do? Then they go and claim asylum. And that people are now what, Auntie, I should talk to you behind the scene. Auntie, see, when you see, tell it about our people, Auntie, in fairness, our people's claim on asylum, our people's exploitation of immigration is not as bad as our own. You understand? But because we are talking about our own people, Auntie, if you see the way our people, within themselves by themselves, the way they abuse the system. So, of course, the system doesn't realize, hold on a minute. And we open the door, we relax this thing so that people will not abuse it. But as a matter of fact, so therefore, COS visa is cancelled.
No baton.
Instead, COS visa is cancelled for carers, not for everybody.
Not for everybody. And I think not for every country too.
So what they now did was they retrieved it back to what it used to be, which is strictly for nurses, for doctors, for like the proper professionals.
Yes.
But not like what they always had. They've always had it. Anybody that works in NHS knows this. They've always had that COS visa. It's not new. But in care, for whatever reason, people decide to abuse it. Nurses, in the case of the relaxing system, guess what? Nigerians woke up on money and decided there's a place in Ipetu where they do nursing exam. And they produce over 144 nurses that have never practiced nursing in their life. Okay? They gave them fake certificate and orishirishi. They came to the UK. They are now practicing. And of course, they were giving wrong injections. They were doing wrong blood. I mean, if you are claiming that you are already a nurse, they expect you to hit the ground and start running.
We had that case. We had that case in America here too. I think that was in one school in Florida.
The case of Antishebi, the evil school in Florida. This one, it was in Ibadan that they wrote it on and they brought them in.
Well,
you see, with this COVID money, there are a lot of our people that abuse the COVID money, and the UK system is not smiling because
even here
cannot give you money.
They don't have anything free for anybody.
And they will not collect it back from you. So they are looking for their money anywhere their money is hiding. They are looking for it.
Henry, thank you.
Plus their own fufu, they are collecting their money back from fufu. So that's what it is, Auntie. So you see, and that lady that was saying forgiveness. To me, I'm an accountant by profession before changing my career. Forgiveness means bankruptcy. I don't know, maybe it means something else in America.
To me,
But
that
that's
is what
it means.
I know it to be too. So I'm surprised she said it. That's not what she said.
It is
But I think she
bankruptcy.
eventually agreed towards the end of the conversation, our call, that she eventually agreed to what I was trying to say.
The Western country cannot give you free money. Give
Yeah,
you free money.
you have to be bankrupt before they can say they forgive your debts.
Auntie, even in
That
UK
means you are not
now,
working, you are not earning
Auntie,
any money.
even in UK right now, those who are collecting benefits, their own people, everybody collecting benefits, they are doing a white paper to address it. There is no free lunch anywhere for
benefit, you know.
Oh yes, they've started. It's not the February. They started. They have said if you are claiming benefits, oh yeah, go and work. You can't just sit there between generational claim. Go and work.
generational begging.
This Abby.
No matter. Oh my God. Otega Okinomo. Some things cannot be said in English. She's been speaking in English since morning. Okay, but noted.
There's no free lunch anywhere for anybody anymore. And one thing is, and to look at
forgiveness is relative. It doesn't always mean bankruptcy. But you can't be earning money and you want forgiveness of debt. Maybe if your credit is bad. Or you can just go and claim it. Can you just go and claim debt forgiveness?
Debt forgiveness is bankruptcy now? Or is it different?
No, somebody said it doesn't always mean. So maybe there is other way people can claim for debt forgiveness. You know, understanding matters. What I know is that it's probably when you lose your job, you are not earning enough, you are sick, or something is going on, then you can say you need debt forgiveness because you can't continue to pay your debts.
Well, it impacts on your credit.
Oh, definitely. Definitely it will. Definitely it will.
Okay.
Definitely.
But the cocoa of the matter here, back to this Oba that is in the Hamo FBI.
Yes.
The reality of the matter is this.
Oba is going nowhere. He's going to go to jail. You know
what the reality is? I want to bam. I want to do Monila water. I want to feel among.
Oppress. I want to oppress.
Is what gets people into where they are. Look at the whole Oriade. As a king, he is entitled to so many things.
62 years old, though. 62 years old man.
Do him. I think I read it somewhere that he's an accountant.
Yes. So somebody mentioned that used to be his accountant here in Ohio. He's an accountant. All he has done
in his life is now ending. If it's UK system, all he has done in his life has now ended up is going to end up in jail.
Definitely.
And okay, as a king, what moral lesson does he want to give his subjects? Because me, I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know too.
Meanwhile,
we are talking about his subjects. How about his children? Has he left? Is he leaving a good name for the children with all this?
You know the children. Auntie, no. Hold on, Auntie. You know the children, It is possible maybe their daddy has been daddying himself, and the children have bakamu, or they know what their father does, and that is what
the wife. How about the wife? Auntie, how about the wife?
Auntie,
the wife will know.
Auntie, the man did not work in isolation. No data, no peace. Okay? The wife did not work in isolation. Auntie, there's even one gist I want to gist you, but this one is off camera. We'll talk later.
Okay.
You saw these our people. As we are so greedy.
These are the people we celebrate. That we do rank a day for.
That carry Nigerians to be celebrating the likes of Hush Puppy that we could not explain his wealth. And we were celebrating it. It is greed that carried people to be celebrating. You just see somebody you wake up, you sleep at night, the person is poor. In the morning, they wake up.
They suddenly become rich. We don't ask questions. And when you try to ask questions, they will say you are haters. You are a bitter leaf. You are a bitter gogoro.
So the next thing we just hear is, they don't blow. And you see this, they don't blow thing. This, they don't blow thing has come from all angles. Where politicians are doing, they don't blow. Politicians suddenly, they get to power. They do not have
become rich.
Coming into power.
You can say that again.
They become rich. You have a king that did not have anything. Suddenly, they become rich. There's even one king that they said that one was beating everybody up and down. That one is there, looking. And then before I leave, Auntie, in wrapping up, Please, Auntie, I have a question. No? Is it that Ifa that picks all this up now? Why is it that Ifa does not like to pick people in Nigeria?
Ifa is not picking anybody anymore. She want Ifa don't pick one. It's not Ifa that is picking them.
I'm asking, Auntie. Let us ask questions. Maybe they say it's Ifa.
Gone are the days of Ifa. It's for their political obas. How come if they are Ifa, why is Ifa not seeing anybody in Nigeria? Why is it always people in abroad Ifa is taking now? Look at all the obas now. They come from either Canada, America, or UK. All the obas, the new obas now.
Ifa is global. Ifa does not do Ifa is not doing a local anymore. Ifa is now a global level. Ifa has shifted.
Ifa is now an American and a Canadian. Ifa is no more a Nigerian. Ulagbara. Like I said, I don't want the video to be very long, so probably we'll stop it here. It's so unfortunate, and our Oba is on his way to jail. He can't escape it. And God bless America for that. You do anyhow, you collect anyhow. And they said we should be expecting over 3,000 Nigerians from America very soon who are going to be deported on several crime charges. They say very soon they are coming home. The last three, I think I did a short video on them, that were deported on the 12th of May or so. Yeah, I guess. Went back to Nigeria with nylon bag. And that is the sad part of it. You find yourself in a country that gives you opportunity where you can work legitimately, or you rather do giri so that you can have money fast lane, like they call it. Anybody that lives on fast lane should expect anything. You want to go on the fast lane, and suddenly you have money, and all this money is to oppress, nothing more. All this money is to show that you are bigger than people, nothing more. Well, trust me, scamming has no place to hide anymore, the way things are going. If you love yourself, stop if you are doing it. If you don't love yourself, continue. Now, so we go analyze your matter. If anybody had told KBAC 4 years ago that is going to find himself in this kind of public, out in this way, in the public, he will say, no, it's not possible. Probably he has been doing some stuff and getting away with it. That is why he has that boldness to go for as much as $4 million. We are not talking of 400,000, no. We are not talking of $400,000. Ibukun? Yo.
I'm studying.
Ah, okay. We are going to go see Sally. This is Sally. So, if you cannot do, thank you, Jerry Ade Phillips. If you cannot do the time, don't do the crime. Okay? And unfortunately, the virus has spread so much among us. Too much among us. They are going back to 0 points. Yes, so Rafiat. Too much. Look at what is happening back home now. Tomorrow, join me. I'm trying to coordinate the victims of the special assistant to Ondo State Governor. One of the special assistants to the governor has been accused of scamming people, and I have their receipt with me that it was sent to me, so for verification. And it's all about visa scam. I reached out to him expecting him to get back, and up till now he's yet to get back to me. I called him earlier, no response. So I just want to show you one of the receipts that was sent to me. Umbo. Minutes, please. The number. Okay, this is the number. These are the receipts. Sherry. So I'm bringing some of the victims. And what we heard was that this particular guy is trying to use police to intimidate the victims. And we want to use the opportunity by tomorrow to call on the Ogun State governor and the public to please see to this. You see, he collected money, no visa for these people, and he's not refunding their money. And the most unfortunate thing is that he is still advertising. He advertise that is traveling. His name of his traveling agency is Joyfad Travels. Joyfad Travels. He is still advertising the case till, I mean, it's man young. Please, I can't do everything. If I'm not doing Olaleye, my talking about it does not change anything. He didn't go to jail. You know all the details. There's nothing I can do. Let me concentrate. You are distracting me the way you keep with your capital letter. Ondo State, not Ogun State. Ondo State. Ondo State, not Ogun State. So he's still advertising his traveling agency. So alert your people back in Osun State, Ondo State, Ilesha. Those are the places he's operating. Alert your people there and let them know. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá wọn gba visa. The case of the guy Timothy àti Savage Image was also a case of visa. They are using visa to scam a lot of people now. And we are very careful. Visa is the new scam. Not only visa, property, investments. What else? Those are the scam methods they are using among us now. Alert your people, especially people in rural, people you consider rural places. I won't call them rural places. What is the name of the company? Okay, Joyfad. Ma forward kini yẹn sí ẹ. Aproko, please, I will forward it to you so that you can handle the case too. I want as many. Ma forward ẹ sí Ìyáàfin Àbẹ̀ní náà. And Walkabout. Mo ma forward ẹ sí Walkabout náà. I want you to go as viral as possible. I have called him. I have sent him message to tell him to come and talk. But I'm not bringing him on here. That I want to see if we can resolve this thing amicably and he can settle these people. After all, ó ti ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ ìjọba now. You know. So why is he doing this? And these are people that struggle to make this money. They don't know any better. If they know any better, they will not do it. And for some of you that are making the victims feel stupid, many of you, your application was done for you by people. Your application was done for you online, even before this period. For example, application to get appointments with the US Embassy. Not everybody gets appointments easily. Some people use third party. We come on appointments in here. You know. But this visa thing is becoming so crazy these days that people are using it to scam. They don't give it back. It's not the first time. One lady was lucky that I handled their case behind closed door. She paid 10 million to this man. But because that man, if I was this deep into this thing, I wouldn't have listened to that guy. Because I kind of saved his face. And probably now, he might still be doing that thing. He collected 10 million from this lady and refused to deliver nor give them their money until I was drawing him. And I think he paid half of that money back or something close. But not all the money. He said he can't pay all the money, that they use some for logistics, they use this one for this, they use this one for documents, they use this one. He said he can't pay everything. So I think he paid about 5 or 7 million out of the money. So I'm still giving, before this time tomorrow, I hope he will get across to me. If he does not get across to me, I am going to forward all these details to as many bloggers as possible. And we are calling on the Ondo State government to please help us to look into this and call this man to order. I learned the wife of this person lives here in America. I gbé picture ìyàwó ẹ̀gbọ́n jáde. Àti get ibi tẹ́ ń gbé l'America bí. We will bring out the picture of the wife too. Kó yá tètè pé ọkọ ẹ tó bá ń wò wá. Joyfad Travels. Joyfad Travels. They say they are still advertising up till now on radio station. Up till now. Their office address is number 38, Oluwatuyi Quarters, opposite Total Petrol Station, Akure, Ondo State. Joyfad Travels. Joyfad Travels. Honestly, it's becoming so scary dealing with our people financially. Thank you, guys. I will see you tomorrow around 11, between 11 to 12. That's, I think 4 p.m. Nigerian time. So between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Nigeria time, join me tomorrow. I'm trying to get hopefully the man comes around and we don't have to. But if he doesn't, then we have to come out and talk about this. And I'm bringing the victims to come and talk about their experience. Their receipts are with me already. Kenny, nice weekend. Yeah, tomorrow we'll tag them. Okay, somebody said, Hope is not the same man that set up bogus business loans few years ago. I don't know. Apropos with Spice, check my Facebook page. I posted about him. His name is one Akintomiwa, Akintomiwa. I posted it earlier. Logo page in your one day. Let me go and check. You will see it there. In fact, if you video take 1 hour, I'm going to okay, his name is Father Babatunde Akintomiwa. Father Babatunde Lijoka. Around Ondo lo gba wo lowo ewen eyan o. The guy is from Ondo State. Joyfad Travels. No lo gba wo. He collected lump sums of money from people. All right. So the name again is Father Babatunde Akintomiwa. We are still asking him, expecting him to come out or to get across to us so this can be sorted out. I've done what I needed to do, which is by contacting him, sending message and letting him know why I needed his attention. He said he was going to call me on Thursday and today is Saturday. I am yet to get any response from him. So I have no choice. If by tomorrow we don't see him, then all details shall be made public. Kenny, wonderful weekend. Thank you guys for joining me always. And please don't forget to click a like on the video even as you exit. And don't forget to share this video with people, especially because of the information that was shared in this video. COS scam is on the rise. There's nothing like COS anymore. Nigeria has been taken out of the list. Getting visa to UK has been reduced drastically. Don't let anybody scam you of any visa to UK, to America, to Canada. Those places are locking their doors for some countries, and Nigeria is among. 3 countries were banned in UK. Nigeria, Switzerland, Nigeria, Sri Lanka, and is it Pakistan? One other country, about 3 of them. But I know Nigeria was involved. I'm more interested in our own case. Odaro, everybody. Do have a good night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love you.